Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. If you're passionate about South African politics, accountability, and the future of our economy, you're in the right place. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing your views. Today, we're diving into a bold statement made by DA Federal Chairperson Helen Zille that's sparking fresh debate in the corridors of power and across social media. In a recent interview on ENCA, Zille declared that her party is going to win both on the issue of land expropriation and the VAT hike. And when the DA makes a claim like that, you can bet it's going to raise eyebrows and provoke a strong response, both from government and the public. Let's start with the land question. The topic of land expropriation without compensation has long been one of the most emotionally charged and politically divisive debates in South Africa. Supporters of expropriation argue that it's a necessary step to redress historical land dispossession and create a more just and equal society. But critics, including the Democratic Alliance, warn that amending Section 25 of the Constitution to allow for property to be taken without compensation threatens the very fabric of our democracy. Helen Zille doubled down on the DA's position, warning that expropriation unchecked could lead to economic collapse. Her concern is that tampering with property rights not only sends the wrong signal to investors but also opens the door for government overreach. For the DA, it's not just about land, it's about constitutional protections, legal precedent, and economic stability. And then there's the value-added tax issue, another lightning rod for public outrage. South Africans are already grappling with high unemployment, skyrocketing food prices, load shedding, and deteriorating public services. So when government implements a VAT hike, which hits the poor the hardest, people notice. According to Zille, this is a deeply unfair move by a government that has failed to get its house in order. Her message: before hiking taxes, cut corruption, curb wasteful spending, and get serious about fixing state-owned enterprises that bleed money. What makes Zille's remarks particularly interesting is the timing. With national elections on the horizon, the DA is clearly trying to position itself as the protector of constitutional democracy and the voice of economic common sense. The party is also pushing hard to broaden its base. Zille even highlighted that DA support is growing among black voters, a crucial demographic that could reshape the political playing field if the trend continues. But let's be real, this isn't just about land and VAT. It's about deeper systemic issues, trust in government, accountability, and the direction South Africa is heading. The ANC-led government faces growing criticism for failing to deliver meaningful change, despite years in power. Load shedding continues, unemployment remains stubbornly high, and public services are deteriorating. In this context, Zille's remarks aren't just a policy position, they're a rallying cry for South Africans who feel let down and are looking for alternatives. Analysts believe this is part of a calculated DA campaign strategy. They're framing themselves as the grown-ups in the room, a party that, in their own words, puts South Africans first, protects the Constitution, and makes the tough calls without plunging the country into chaos. But that narrative is up for debate. Critics argue the DA often fails to offer solutions that resonate with the majority, particularly on issues of transformation and inequality. So the question is, will Zille's hardline stance strengthen or weaken the DA's appeal? And how will the ANC respond? Will President Cyril Ramaphosa's administration double down on its economic policies? Or could public pressure force a rethink, especially with rising discontent among ordinary South Africans and fractures beginning to show within the ANC itself? One thing is clear, the battle over land and tax is far from over. In fact, it's heating up, and it's likely to be a defining issue in the months to come. Whether you're for or against expropriation without compensation, whether you see the VAT increase as a necessary evil or a betrayal of the poor, one thing's for sure, that South Africans deserve transparency, fairness, and leadership with integrity. So what do you think? Is Helen Zille right to say the DA will win on these issues? Or is this political posturing at a time when the country needs unity more than ever? Let us know in the comments below, we want to hear from you. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more sharp, in-depth commentary, and share this with your friends and family so we can keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, see you next time.